It's honestly a shame that I even have to cover this story, but you know what, y'all? I can't stand people that are stuck on stupid and just, for whatever reason, refuse to do any sort of research. Google is free. You can literally take 5 minutes to Google search and determine if the lies you choose to spew on your large following on your social media platform is worth it or not. I mean, holy cow. So, I guess there's this insanely huge controversy, which is literally a nothing burger. It's just complete lies that was spread by some non-verifiable. We'll get to it in a minute. It's crazy. Basically, y'all, what happened was there are two boxers, two female boxers. There's Angela Carini. There's Imani Khalif. Okay, Imani Khalif beats Angela Carini in the Olympics in 40 seconds, just absolutely annihilates her. And what happened was, I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was J.K. Rowling. Her tweet went viral. She has like 69 million views on her tweet. I don't know if it was Fox News. You know, they're peddling this whole lie about her being a man now. I don't know who it was. But people are now trying to say that Imani Khalif, who is a biological woman, the country of Algeria came out and said she's a woman. The country of Algeria said that it's on her passport. The Olympic Committee had to come and speak out about it. I mean, it's just a mess how lies can spread so fast and people can't take 5 minutes to do Google. So now what's going on is you got all these big names, all these big celebrities. You had Logan Paul, you had Pat McAfee, you had all these different right-leaning, Republican supporting, Trump supporting political accounts on X that have all these followers that were posting this clip of Imani Khalif just absolutely annihilating Angela Carini. And they're all trying to say that she's a biological male. And you want to know what their source is, guys? Their source is actually really funny. Their source is the freaking IBA. That's their source. And for those who don't know, the IBA, which, by the way, let's break this thing all the way down, okay? So first they were trying to say that she's a transgender. They're saying she's a biological male who transgender into a female. It's not fair for a biological male to compete in male sports. That's what they said at first. The Olympic Committee, as well as the country of Algeria, as well as a bunch of spokespersons for all these different organizations, came out and said that is false. She is not a transgender. As a matter of fact, the country of Algeria, you will get thrown in jail for that. Why would a very hardcore Muslim country like Algeria, who literally has it in their rule books that if you are LGBTQ plus or whatever, or transgender or any of that, you will literally go to jail? Why would a country like that have a trans woman go to the Olympics to represent them? That don't make no goddamn sense. So once the people got proven wrong about the whole she's a transgender, then they tried to say, oh, well, okay, fine. She might not be transgender. She might be a woman or whatever you all say, but she was born with an XY chromosome. I looked on Google. I tried to find verifiable, proof that she had an XY chromosome. You know what their source is that she had an XY chromosome? It was the IBA. It was the International Boxing Association, which is a Russian-led organization that had already been disqualified from past Olympics due to questions about their integrity, concerns about their governance, concerns about their ethics, concerns about their finances. All these different things about them were coming into question. So the Olympics was like, yeah, never mind. Y'all are disqualified. We don't want anything to do with you guys because you guys aren't even reputable. So everybody is running around with these baseless accusations when we have zero evidence from any reputable source that she even has an XY chromosome. Now, let me go ahead and read a quote here from a reputable newspaper. It says here, the IOC, which is, I believe that's the International Olympic Committee, but either way, it's the Olympic Committee, which is overseeing the boxing competition in Paris. Again, this is the committee that oversees the boxing competition in the current Paris Olympics. The IBA does not oversee anything. They got disqualified from the Olympics. Like, come on, people. So it says here, the International Olympic Committee, which is overseeing the boxing competition in Paris, does not test for gender. And there has never been evidence that either Khalif or the other boxer, I believe her name is Lynn, had XY chromosomes or elevated levels of testosterone. As a matter of fact, They competed for years, including at the last Olympics in Tokyo. These boxers literally, Khalif literally competed as a boxer at the Tokyo Olympics and nobody said anything. You know why? Because they don't even test for that stuff. They don't test for gender. That's not how that works. So, you got that. On top of that, they also competed at several world championships. And again, their gender was never brought into question. So I really just don't understand why everybody forgot to use Google. It's sad. And then it gets worse. Now, the Republican candidates who are running for president on the presidential ticket are now running with this story about this fake transgender woman who's biologically a man who's competing at the Olympics, which again is a lie. We have no proof from a reputable source that she's a transgender. We have no verifiable proof from a reputable source that she has an XY chromosome. And on top of that, the evidence actually supports that she is a biological woman. You know why? Because she comes from a goddamn country that will literally put you in jail for that. The country of Algeria agrees with you idiots. That's what's so sad. You guys on the right, the Republicans out here, because I'm seeing right here, I'm pulling up this tweet right here with J.D. Vance, and I'll get to Trump later. But a lot of the people who are voting for Trump and who are Republicans are basically saying, oh my God, we don't agree that biological men should transgender into women and be able to compete in female sports. We hate that. We despise that. We're completely against that. Well, guess what? So is Algeria. Algeria sides with you. So if she's from the country that thinks the way that you do, why in God's name would that country send a transgender biological male to compete in women's sports when that country is just as against it as you are? You see how just stupid some people are. So let's go ahead and look at the guy who's on Trump's ticket as the vice president, J.D. Vance. Here we go. So J.D. Vance said, this is where Kamala Harris's ideas about gender lead to a grown man pummeling a woman in a boxing match. This is disgusting, and all of our leaders should condemn it. Now, I hope when the facts come out and it's determined that this woman who won fair and square is a biological woman, I would hope that J.D. Vance will come out and issue an apology for running with a baseless accusation that has no actual facts and no reporting from a reputable source. I mean, holy cow. I'm sorry, guys. This is why I can never vote Republican. People ask you all the time, you seem like you got a little bit of common sense. You're definitely not Nicole. You haven't drunk in the Kool-Aid, which is true. I am critical of both parties. I'm a Democrat, but there's a reason why I'm a Democrat, because the Democrats will never do this. I've never seen the Democrats stand behind baseless conspiracy theories with no proof. Because if you want to know my other gripe with the Republicans, because I'm not going to lie to you, there are a lot of ideals that the Republicans agree with that I agree with. Family and a bunch of other stuff. I'm not even going to get into it. I agree with a lot of the Republicans' fiscal policies as well. But the bottom line is, the main reason why I can't get with the Republicans at this point is because they always get behind lies. I don't understand the clown world we live in, because this situation almost reminds me of the 2020 thing where you got crazy people out here who are trying to say that the 2020 election was stolen when Trump literally hired 2 independent law firms to look into the accusations of whether the 2020 election was stolen, and it turned out to be completely false. The 2 law firms that Trump hired literally said that there is no evidence that the 2020 election was stolen or rigged. Fox News got sued and lost the lawsuit because they were peddling the lies that the 2020 election was stolen. You have all this stuff going on. You have all these different county clerks and secretaries of state and different things like that in all these different states, Republican and Democrat, might I add, that came out and said there is no proof that Trump didn't win or the election got stolen or whatever. Everything was fair. And you still have people on the right who are saying that Trump, the election was stolen in 2020. This is why I can't vote Republican, folks. I'm sorry. I can't do it. That is nuts. I'm not standing behind a party that is going to come behind these baseless lies. Let's go over here and get over to Trump. I mean, I'm sick. This is ridiculous. So here's what Trump said. Trump posted on Truth Social, I will keep men out of women's sports. Once again, she's not a man. She's a woman. She's a biological woman. Why would the country of Algeria lie? You guys think you're against it as Republicans. Oh no, these Muslim countries, they really don't play that. They'll chop a finger off if you engage in this type of stuff. Like, come on now, this is crazy. They will literally put you in jail and start chopping stuff off. That's how serious they take this. So, man, this is just nuts. But anyway, I just wanted to report on this whole situation because I think it's absolutely crazy that you have an entire demographic on the right who are mostly voting for Trump. They can't do basic research. It's scary to me. It really is. It's scary that all these stupid, dumb celebrities are running around with this false notion, this false narrative that the woman who won is a biological male when it's not true. Your source is some Russian-led group that got banned from the Olympics. Are you crazy? We got to do better, folks. Anyway, that's today's video. Thanks for